Welcome to the Edge. The Sunshine Coast music scene is absolutely exploding with talent. The Sunshine Coast Music Industry Collective has just revealed the finalists for the 2026 Sunshine Coast Music Awards, and you do not want to miss this. We are talking about incredible local acts vying for top honors across every category, from Artist of the Year to the Punter of the Year. Find out which homegrown stars like 8Ball Aitken and Chris Cobb have made it to the shortlist, and how the entire ecosystem supporting this vibrant music culture is being celebrated. Stay with us for the full scoop on the nominees. Found that community radio stations are broadcasting more than twice the amount of Australian music compared to commercial networks, acting as the ultimate champions for grassroots talent. Learn how this vital infrastructure is helping 1.6 million Australians discover emerging artists, and how volunteer labor is fueling this incredible cultural movement. This is how local music finds its voice. And finally, we celebrate the next generation of global music leaders. 18 incredible students have just been awarded scholarships worth over $2 million through a massive partnership between the Tiwa Savage Music Foundation and Berklee College of Music. We look at how Tiwa Savage herself created this program to bridge local talent with world-class training in Boston, USA, and the intense preparation these young creatives have undergone. Don't miss this story of global opportunity. Stay tuned right here for more breaking news. The Sunshine Coast music scene is set to shine as finalists for the 2026 Sunshine Coast Music Awards are announced, showcasing strong local representation across the industry. The Sunshine Coast Music Industry Collective, SCMIC, has revealed its nominees for the awards, which recognize excellence in 11 categories spanning performance, songwriting, production, and industry contribution. These categories include Artist of the Year, Song of the Year, Live Act of the Year, Rising Star, Young Artist of the Year, and the Indige Award. Furthermore, the program celebrates the broader live music ecosystem through awards for Venue of the Year, Recording Studio of the Year, and the Community-Driven Punter of the Year. SCMIC Chair Melissa O'Brien commented that the diversity and strength of the nominations underscore a thriving and rapidly expanding music culture on the Sunshine Coast, noting exceptional genre diversity this year. She highlighted the increased nominations in categories like Punter of the Year and Artwork of the Year, suggesting the awards are evolving into a highly eclectic program that recognizes not just performers, but also the venues, audiences, and behind-the-scenes contributors. The selection process involved a national judging panel comprising experts from Triple J, the Woodford Folk Festival, Ostix, Moshtix, Airlock Studios, alongside leading Australian producers and engineers. Local talent is featured among the finalists, including Glasshouse Mountains artist 8Ball Aitken, who has been shortlisted for both Live Act of the Year and Musician of the Year, and Mooloolah Valley resident Chris Cobb, named a Rising Star finalist. Several local venues have also been recognized for their support of the local scene, with highlights including the Precinct, Norton Music Factory, Kings Beach Tavern, The Nook, and Mapleton Public House, Green Room being nominated for Venue of the Year. Winners for the 2026 SCMA ceremony will be announced on Sunday, June 7, at the Shed in Palmview. Tickets are available through Ostix, and full details regarding the finalists can be found on scmic.org. Korea is rapidly solidifying its position as a crucial hub in the Asian concert market, fueled by the global spread of K-pop and surging concert consumption. Major international pop stars and overseas bands are increasingly performing in Korea, transforming the nation into a strategic market where ticket sales power and fan response are being rigorously tested. Ticket sales in the Korean concert market reached 1.7326 trillion won in 2025, marking an 18.8% increase year-over-year, with 24.78 million tickets booked. This growth highlights a significant shift, as Korea has evolved from a peripheral stop on Asian tour to a key market for real-time assessment of music streaming indicators and fandom purchasing power. According to the Korea Creative Content Agency's 2025 Music Industry White Paper, the average number of paid in-person music performances attended rose from 3.5 times in 2024 to 5.4 times in 2025, with overseas artist attendance increasing from 9.5% to 15.9%. The demand is translating into massive sales figures, with ticket sales soaring by 145.5% to 160.6 billion won. While the number of overseas pop music concerts in 2025 was 333, the volume of tickets booked increased by an impressive 98%. Upcoming schedules underscore this momentum, with numerous international acts slated for the latter half of the year in areas like Goyang. Performances are diverse, featuring artists such as Post Malone, LANY, The Weeknd, Charlie Puth, Daniel Caesar, Jack White, Vondi, and Jason Mraz, alongside indie acts like Kodaline and Brandy Senki. The rapid sellout rates for tickets, including for Giveon's first Korean concert and Brandy Senki's Seoul show, demonstrate intense fan engagement. However, this explosive demand is straining existing infrastructure. A critical bottleneck is the insufficient development of large-scale venues capable of handling the industry's growth rate. While demand for venues exceeding 10,000 seats is high, Seoul's large venues are saturated, with major stadiums undergoing remodeling and other venues facing operational challenges. Regional hotspots are emerging outside Seoul, particularly Gyeonggi Province, which saw a 140.7% increase in pop music ticket sales, driven by events like Coldplay and Oasis concerts in Goyang. Venues in Gyeonggi, such as the Goyang Sports Complex, are proving viable, while Incheon's Inspire Arena offers accessibility for international audiences. Industry experts warn that the lack of concert infrastructure poses a broader economic threat. Lee Hoon, a professor of tourism, noted that K-pop concerts are a residency-based industry that drives regional economies, and inadequate venues directly lead to reduced tourism spending and lost tax revenue. In response, the government is taking action. The Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism has initiated a feasibility study for a 50,000-seat K-pop arena in the metropolitan area, targeting construction by 2030. Industry leaders stress the need for a long-term, sustainable strategy centered on public-private cooperation to develop concert venues as key infrastructure connecting tourism, transportation, and lodging. A new study reveals that Australia's community radio sector is a vital engine for the nation's music industry, contributing an estimated $153 million annually and playing a crucial role in discovering and promoting local artists. The research, titled Community Radio and Australian Music, Building the Music Media Ecosystem, found that community radio stations broadcast more than twice the amount of Australian music compared to commercial networks, establishing them as a critical pathway for emerging musicians in the age of global streaming. Shane Haman, associate professor at Monash University, described the findings as demonstrating that community radio is vital infrastructure, underpinning the music industry, acting as the ultimate champion for grassroots talent as digital streaming platforms gain dominance. The study utilized a social return on investment methodology, analyzing financial and broadcast data from 10 community stations, interviews with staff, musicians, and listeners, alongside a national survey of 9,915 Australians conducted by the Community Broadcasting Association of Australia. Key findings underscore the significant impact of community radio. 30% of weekly listeners, equating to 1.6 million Australians, discovered local or emerging artists through these stations in 2023. Following this discovery, over a quarter of these listeners searched for artists on streaming platforms like Spotify, and 19% recommended artists or shared their music online. Furthermore, the impact extended beyond discovery, with more than 1.3 million listeners purchasing merchandise, music, or concert tickets after engaging with artists on community radio. The report also highlighted the importance of First Nations broadcasters, which comprise 1/3 of Australia's 39 most music-intensive community stations. 60% of First Nations listeners indicated that music programming enriched their cultural experience and warranted financial support. Finally, the research identified the sector as a significant training ground for future media workers, noting that volunteers contributed over 136,000 hours annually, many of whom gained skills transferable to commercial and public broadcasting careers. The research was an Australian Research Council-funded project conducted between 2023 and 2026, involving researchers from Monash University and Griffith University, in partnership with Creative Australia, the CBAA, the Community Broadcasting Foundation, and APRA-AMCOS. 18 talented students have been awarded scholarships exceeding $2 million through a significant partnership between the Tiwa Savage Music Foundation and Berklee College of Music. The initiative is designed to provide young musical talents with professional training and crucial global exposure in the music industry, specifically in Boston, USA. Tiwa Savage, the acclaimed Nigerian singer and songwriter, spearheaded this program, leveraging her own experience as an alumna of Berklee College of Music. She emphasized the importance of investing in emerging talent, creating a pathway to connect local artists with international opportunities. The selection process was highly competitive, with over 2,100 young creatives applying for the program. Successful applicants participated in intensive workshops covering performance, songwriting, and music production. The culmination of the selection process saw 18 exceptional talents chosen during a grand finale held at the National Theatre in Lagos. The scholarship program has garnered widespread positive attention across the entertainment sector. Social media users have widely praised the initiative for its commitment to supporting education and nurturing the next generation of musical stars.